You are looking live at the WBC arena. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Hector Macho Camacho, 169 centimeters tall with a reach of 175 centimeters. And the man he'll be facing, it's King Ryan Garcia, 135 pounds on the nose. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach of 70 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Hector Macho Camacho. Don't let his good looks and personality get you off track. Known for his electric style, a 3-division world champion and a boxing Hall of Famer. King Ryan Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over. The fastest hands in the game. They call him Flash.
It'll be ding-ding from Beth Bavdo off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, a colorful and popular 3-division champion of the world, Hector Macho Camacho. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Just misses with that jab. Nice counter. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Perfect counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Counter punch. The courage on display here is incredible. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Straight right just misses. That right hook's already working well. He threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Go back out. Great round, great round. Now relax. Stay focused. Don't that jab back. Just boxing. Just be smart. Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your tiring already. Right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Now it's a tougher fight. He's got to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute.
Oh, he's just taking a big breath, and here we go again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice idea, and that hook lands. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. Ooh, a good straight. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter. A perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. That jab gets blocked. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, girl, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I love that. I love that. The jab's slick. In this round, I need you to switch back on. Get down, set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely sound. Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Listen, the fight's not over yet.
And there's the bell for round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches has to hurt. Has to to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out. Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He misses with that straight left. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. A perfect counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Can't find a home for that jab. Counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two fighters are made for one another. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Come on. Let him get back.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. You were...
Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
To win this round, get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off. And don't give him anything.
Back at it in round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. He threw a punch and just got countered. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Stay focused
On him in this round. Right, let's get out there.
smart. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking at...
Take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe when you're stepping around. Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's reset.
On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time, right now the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Disaster averted.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They blocked that jab. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blade.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of a jump.
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Buries up a little.
Stop him in his tracks. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. Let him get back.
This is the beginning of round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Well done with that counter shot. Nice stop, but that won't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
And he scores with the counter. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. Nice job blocking the hook. A perfect counter lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with the hook. They exchange punches. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Now this is about this.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Camacho is buzzed. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Switch shot.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You were thinking.
You got complacent. The fight's not over yet.
But don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the...
Let him back into it. Now it's a tougher fight. He's got to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of a jab, and then start gathering your punch.
Nice. Those 1-2s straight out.
And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with that right hand. We about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They exchange punches. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Just misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. Try to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good work. Relax now. I don't want
This round, get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Right, let's get out there. Get your boxing back.
And we enter the 8th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Clutch counterpunch. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that that moment of trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths.
About what you do. Good work. You're getting your time in all.
Just to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back.
In there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
And there's the bell for round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. And he scores with the counter. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change?
Whoa, Johnny! Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good counter punching. Can't find a home with that jab. Good counter punch. Miss with that jab. A perfect counter shot. They exchange punches. Punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out.
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Berries up a little bit.
Do you? Come on. You've let him get back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again.
This is the 10th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Do it fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those gloves up high, and that's what you want to do. Protect yourself at all times. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, watch out. Camacho might be ready to go.
Good shot. He's gone.
Now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good defense stopping that jab. Good counter punch. That counter shot lands. How about that time counter shot? We about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas. That was the moment.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Garcia in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Stay focused. Don't
Back, get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just boxing.
Good work out there. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2s straight.
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. You got complacent. The fight's not over yet.
And there's the bell for round 11. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Good counter punching. Hook misses. Good job defending the jab. You'd like to see more jabs. And he scores with the counter. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counterpunch. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Nice counter shot. These punches coming from every angle. Perfect counter shot. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Nice defense on that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man, good man.
Stepping around. I need you to switch back on.
Do it there. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you...
Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing together.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Beautiful counter punch. The perfect counter lands. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
That big hook doesn't land. There's a counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The stamina is off the charts. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't score with that hook again. Catch and shoot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing he expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.